This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. It's only Tuesday. Why does it feel like Friday right now? Look, Donald Trump gave an interview to Bret Baier on Fox News yesterday, or it aired yesterday, and his lawyers have got to be pulling their hair out. They have to be lamenting the fact that they took on the case, because at every turn, Donald Trump is begging to be convicted. Begging to be convicted through a series of confessions and admissions of guilt. It's got to be a nightmare. I mean, imagine that you're digging a ditch. You've chosen this job, you're digging a ditch, and the person for whom you're digging the ditch continues to kick the dirt back into the ditch as you dig it. That's the job right now of Donald Trump lawyers. I've got 3 clips. One is him admitting that he ignored a grand jury subpoena, a federal lawful grand jury subpoena for the documents that they requested. They demanded, not requested. It is a demand. It's a compelling answer to a subpoena. And then the answer he gives reminded me of something. And that is that he's taking his legal argument from something that Jesse Waters on Fox News said about a week or so ago, 10 days or so. Anyway, let's start here, and then we'll move to the second Trump clip that is just, what is he doing? Watch this.
Please, could we have it back?
And they
please,
asked for that.
because they have no. We
they
were
did
talking.
Ask for it.
No, and
they said,
I gave
"Can you
them
give the documents back?"
And we were talking.
And then they said they went to DOJ to subpoena you to get them
which
back.
they've never done before.
Right.
And
but why not just hand them over then?
Because I had boxes. I want to go through the boxes and get all my personal things out. I don't want to hand that over to Nara yet. And I was very busy, as you've sort of seen.
Yeah, but
I've
according
been
to the
very, very
indictment,
busy.
you then tell this aide to move to other locations after telling your lawyers to say you'd fully complied with the subpoena when you hadn't.
But before I send boxes over, I have to take all of my things out. These boxes were interspersed with all sorts of things, golf shirts, clothing, pants, shoes. There were many things. I would say much more, not that I know of, but everything was declassified. And Biden didn't have the right to do that because he wasn't president. Nor did Mike Pence, by the way, have the right to do that because he wasn't president.
Right, I'm not going to...
One, he's admitting he didn't comply with the subpoena. 2, it's because he was busy. Well, look, I'm busy. I got things going on. And 3, the billionaire, look, there were shoes and pants in there. There were golf shirts and pants and shoes. How can I replace those things? I know there was highly sensitive military intelligence in that box, but there was also my golf shoes. Come on, you can't expect me to give back the government secrets that aren't mine. What about my golf shirts? What a fucking idiot. Again, his lawyers are just an audible sigh and groan. Lamentations are being uttered as they're watching this interview. But here is where I think he got this argument. On June 12th, Jesse Waters from Fox News said this, maybe as a premonition.
I hope the president answers the question in the courtroom when he finally gets before the 12 jurors. Why didn't you return the papers when you were asked to?
Well, he
on the
was
third
sifting
occasion?
through them and determining what were personal and what were presidential. And under the Presidential Records Act, as you know, Harold, he has the sole discretion to do that.
Even when he showed it to that reporter?
Well, if you're
military
waving
guy?
it to that reporter who's an American, how is that different than Hillary's server getting hacked?
By
The
a foreign
DNC
country.
server getting hacked, the Obama administration getting hacked. He put American national security at risk because he went like that in front of an American. Meanwhile,
We'll see.
Joe Biden spread eagle all over the mid-Atlantic in Chinatown. He's got his garage wide open while Hunter's flying in with drunk Chinese spies. Come on, Espionage Act? president, he didn't even start a single war. He wiped ISIS off the map. He put national security at risk, espionage. Chinese are lining the Biden family pockets. Harold Ford Jr., you're better than that. This is death by accusation. First, he's a colluding traitor, then he's a rapist, and then he's a Nazi, and now he's throwing papers all over the Middle East for cash. They'll put him on trial, they'll leak, they'll smear. They don't even care how this thing is adjudicated. It doesn't matter. They're scaring away donors and swing voters. Republicans need to get their act together.
He was sifting through. That's why he couldn't return it. Sifting through for his personal items. Jesse Waters. New addition to the Trump legal team. For me, the worst clip, though, is what's coming next. And that is him confessing to stealing, to willfully retaining, and for disseminating, for sharing highly classified military intelligence. Listen, if this was a movie, a fiction, it would be almost unbelievable that a former president was either this daft or this sinister to be behaving like this. Watch this.
I don't want to dwell on it, but according to the indictment, you were here at Bedminster on July 21st, 2021, after you're no longer president, and you were recorded saying that you had a document detailing a plan of attack on another country that was prepared by the U.S. military for you when you were president, the Iran attack plan. You remember that?
Ready?
You were recorded.
It wasn't a document.
Okay.
I had lots of paper. I had copies of newspaper articles. I had copies of magazines.
I know. This is specifically a quote. You're quoted on the recording saying the document was secret, adding that you could have declassified it while you were president, but, quote, now I can't. You know this is still secret, highly confidential. And the indictment cites the recording and the testimony from people in the room saying you showed it to people there that day. So you say on this, on tape,
it says just the opposite.
That you can't declassify it, so why have it?
When I said that I couldn't declassify it now, that's because I wasn't president. I never made any bones about that. When I'm not president, I can't declassify.
And that's what you said. You didn't declassify it.
I said no. I said I couldn't.
Could have
but that wasn't a document, Bret. There was no document. That was a massive amount of papers and everything else talking about Iran and other things. And it may have been held up or may not, but that was not a document. I didn't have a document per se. There was nothing to declassify. These were newspaper stories, magazine stories, and articles.
I'm just saying what the indictment says.
Well,
the recording and the people in the room who testified.
These people are very dishonest people. They're thugs. They're thugs. If you look at what they've done to other people, what they've done to, and overturned in the U.S. Supreme Court, these are thugs.
The suggestion was that you wanted this as evidence that the military, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Milley, had preemptively sent you plans for a possible attack on Iran and that you didn't order that to happen. That's the suggestion.
I never ordered it to happen, no.
But that's why you wanted the document.
I don't think I've ever seen a document from Milley. Milley, frankly, was incompetent. The last one I'd want to attack with as my leader would be Milley. That I can tell you.
All right,
but I
last
think
thing on
that.
this.
One, it's very good that a Fox News audience is finally getting to hear this, finally getting to see the text of his quotes on screen. Two, this is a nonsense argument. He would have you believe, he would have us believe collectively, the American people, that what he was doing, he just had a press clipping about an article or something. That's why he said, as president, I could have declassified, but now I can't, and went on further to talk about the press clipping. Secret. This is secret information. Look at this. Again, confessions unfolding on Fox News. It's not going to go well for Donald Trump. I think, look, there's a lot of consternation and talk, heartburn out there relative to Eileen Cannon getting this case and it being tried in Florida, in Palm Beach. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it doesn't sit well. It's not great. But some of this is going to be open and shut. I mean, the audio recordings they have, the level of secrecy of the documents, it's not going well. Donald Trump's continued confessions on national television, it's a nightmare for him. And moreover, a nightmare for his lawyers, who are, I'm sure, just doing their best to represent the doofus that they have as a client. What do you think about this? Did you watch this? What are your thoughts? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Follow me on social media after you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it's only with your help that I'm going to be able to do it. After that, if you're still in doing things, clicking buttons, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm at Dollemore there. If after that, you're still down to help me out, you want to help produce my content, click the join button below, become a channel member, click the super thanks button below, or even better, go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love and appreciate you guys very much. Thanks for engaging with my content. Thanks for being passionate about making our country a better place. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.